Well, Danny, first of all, obviously your final pre-season test on Tuesday against Bournemouth. How do you think that one went?
Yeah, it was good. It was good to win. It's always good to win. Good to keep a clean sheet. It's important to get minutes into certain players that have just been a little bit short of game time. Kind of always use that final midweek game as a mop-up game, really. We like to get 400 minutes into all of our players during that pre-season period. We think that gives them a really nice base along with the training programme to be able to attack the season. So it's some good minutes for a number of key players. Great to see the kids back and our academy back involved with us. Obviously we haven't had them all pre-season for one reason or another, so it was great for them to be involved with the team. I think we finished with a really young team, so to beat a good Bournemouth side 1-0 was really positive.
And two new signings on display as well. You came through the door this week, Ogilvie and George Hirst. What can you tell us about them?
Just delighted to be able to introduce them to the people of Portsmouth. I think Connor comes with a real experience. He's at a really good age. Played regularly at the level, been a consistent performer at the level. For me, been one of the best left-sided defenders in the division for a number of years. I know Gillingham, obviously sad to see him go. He finished his contract there. We were keen to sign him, have been keen to sign him. I think he's one of the best free agents that was available from this league. And he will bring real competition for places, both at left back, at left centre half. He can also play left of a back three. So he gives us some real versatility and some flexibility down that side of the pitch, and has real good quality with his left foot, both with his crossing and his shooting. Can find a pass, can play into, can play up to, can play into the space. Good 1v1 defender, defends the box very well, and actually carries goal threat as well from attacking set pieces. So has a really good all-round game, and will definitely add to the group and bring some much needed depth to the squad and some competition for places. And George is a young player, one that we've followed for a long time. Has athleticism, loves to run, loves to stretch the pitch. Find a lot of forwards nowadays that love to come into the ball. George is one that likes to run the hard yards. He's a good finisher, he's got a hammer of a right foot, can play into him and up to him as well. So we call him a 9.5, and he gives us a nice dimension. And equally as importantly as his offensive qualities, we know defensively he'll be our first defender. Like I said, he loves to run, loves to press, really aggressive with his defensive intensity. Probably didn't go all of his own way at Rotherham last year. I know he had a really frustrating period where he didn't play as much as he wanted. Sometimes, young players go to clubs and it's just not quite the right fit. And this happens, and I think as a consequence of what happened last year, we find George in a really hungry place, and I always like to sign players with a point to prove.
Looking ahead to Fleetwood, what kind of game are you expecting from the season opener?
Well, a tough one. Simon Grayson is a manager that has managed at all levels, very experienced, did a really good job at the back end of the season with Fleetwood. I think we anticipate them playing with a back three. They've been a back three the majority of pre-season. We've been able to have a good look at their games through this period. I think they have some really good players for the level. Both defensively and offensively, and we anticipate them being a very good team in this league. So we know that we're going to have to be at the top of our game. I think we've had a good pre-season ourselves. Obviously, it's very much in the early stages as a group, just trying to come together. Lots of work still to do tactically in terms of the group development, but we've made some good strides with the numbers that we have had in pre-season, and we're still looking to add one or two. We've had a good week so far with regards to recruitment. We're hoping to be able to add to the group before Saturday. And it's just a great game. The first game of the season is always a unique game. I think it's always played normally at 100 miles per hour, with a real high energy and a high intensity to it. And we need to make sure that we get into our rhythm and make sure we execute our game plan and play the way that we want to play. And for us, you know, we're clear on what our strengths are, and we need to try to get the game on our terms. And as we know, that's never easy when you go away.
I know we won't hear you complaining, but it is a long trip to Fleetwood. What's the preparation going to look like between now and kick-off on Saturday?
Well, we've had a good training session this morning, which was good. Did some tactical work with a group in preparation for Fleetwood. We've got some work to do tomorrow morning against the ball, so that we can organise ourselves defensively against Fleetwood's formation. We're clear on what their strengths are and the way that they want to play. And then we'll get on the coach, and yeah, it's a long journey, but we enjoy each other's company, so we'll have a good travel up to Fleetwood and look forward to going to Highbury Stadium on the Saturday for the game.
And you'll be joined by over 1,000 Pompey fans as well. What's your message to them?
Just amazing for, you know, maybe 5.5 hours. To take over 1,000 supporters, 5.5 hours is just incredible, and says everything about them. I always love to see the away support. I've been an away supporter as a younger person myself, and lived those journeys up and down the country. And no, it's always great. It's always very special to me. I like to pick out the people and keep looking for the faces, because you tend, with your away support, you tend to see the same faces week in, week out. And we're just so privileged to be followed by so many, and so appreciative of their efforts, because it's always a really tough place to go, Fleetwood. But to know that we're going now with our 12th man is incredible for us. I can't tell you how important it is to us, and we know Saturday it won't be easy, and it's certainly never an 11-man job, and they've got a big, you know, our supporters have a big role to play in driving our energy and helping us hopefully to get over the line.